So I'm going to do a planner video today, kind of a quick flip through on what I've got going on. I was not on earlier in January, like at all, and I can't remember, I think maybe November was the last time I was on, but pardon the nails, they need redone. I work a factory job. But one of the things we're going to do today is a tarot reading using the Darkwood Tarot and kind of a flip through of what's going on in February and that sort of thing. So, side note, one of my goals this year was to actually become better at conversational Spanish. So I have kind of freaking planned a notebook from Tulle, and I've got some pages I cut out of a A6 sized, I'm sorry if you can hear the dogs, an A6 sized Stalogy. This paper came in a stationery kit that I was given for Christmas, but I'm not really going to use this paper for anything, so I thought it made good dividers. And just some brief notes. I've got some Tomoe River paper in here. And I've been writing letters to my coworker because he speaks Spanish. His wife is awesome. She makes pupusas. Fantastic. But that is one of the notebooks that I'm using this year. And I was in a regular Stalogy. Sorry for the shaking. You're on my bed, actually. Don't fall over. I was in a regular Stalogy this year, but I decided to go for something a little bit smaller because the regular one, it's a 365 and it's quite hefty. It's a little bit better. So I have the out of Christmas money that I was given. I have the monthly by Stalogy, the monthly view. And it's smooth like the regular Stalogy paper. Like it has the same feel to it, but it is definitely thicker. And it's a thin little book. It didn't cost a whole lot. It's cheaper than a Hobonichi. But I thought I would try it because if I do like how this works out, I might do that again for next year. This one goes all the way up to... It's literally just monthlies. It has the Chronodex. So I can start forward planning for 2026 if I need to. Can you all see that? You zoom in a little bit. It has the Chronodex, or whatever you call it, where it's all the way down. A little bit more out. So I can future plan, and if I like it, I will keep using it. And it goes all the way up to March of 2026, and then it has some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 actual like sheets. So I think that'd make it 11 pages of notes. I don't know if I'll end up using it. Like I said, I had Christmas money, and so I thought I would give it a shot to see how I liked that. So and I just got this yesterday, so I think I'll give it some time, see how I like it. And then I have the red, I am super fidgety, I'm sorry for that, you guys. I have the red Moomin, is that what it's called? Is it in here? It is not. Stalogy, it is the half year, and I thought I would try that, and that is adorable. I love it. Yeah, I want to say, I don't know, I can't read it. It's tiny, but it's cute. And I just have some like scratch paper in the sides here. This is I don't know what they call them now. I got this way back in like 2016, I think. Traveler's Notebook. It is a standard sized Mr. Darcy in the toffee leather is what it was when I first got it. So, and I've just decorated it with some stickers. some tarot cards from a set that pieces got lost in the move when we moved a couple years ago, like 5 years ago. So I've just been kind of cutting them down, and I use them for decoration. I will probably put washi tape on them at some point, but that is kind of what's going on for that. And I've got, obviously, habit tracker. I did do a sleep tracker and my other one for the month of January, and that actually worked out really, really well. I'm going to be tracking my sleep and my moods on a line graph, not a bar graph, based on like how severe and stuff those are. So I've got the hours for hours of sleep, and then every day, and then it is color coded, which I have right here, along with what the pin number is. And yeah, so I need to finish filling out my goals, and I need to do my tarot, and I'm going to do my weekly. It'll be a condensed weekly for, I probably won't do a weekly for the first and the second. I'll probably just do first and second here, and then I will do a weekly over here once I get my tarot done. So let me pause here so I can lay out the cards, and then we can start filling out the information. Oh, real quick, I did say this was by Chic Sparrow, I believe. I'm using these Ritual, spelled with a W, stamps, so you'll get to see those in action. And then, oh, my pin holder. This thing I found at the dollar store, and it is adorable, and it makes me happy because it's fidgety. I got one for me and then one for both of my boys. My daughter gets fidgets of a different type, but because this is a gamer one, I thought the boys would really, really like that. And I keep my stuff in there. And I will kind of go through that in a little bit. But for now, we will stop here so I can do the card reading and go from there. Okay, just showing you. Let me move those charms. My daughter's going to be making a keychain for me out of some of her charms, and was showing me some of the things that she had, and I'm going to put this little gecko into a braid in my hair because, yeah, and this one's probably gonna go on my planner. Anyway, yeah, it looks like February is gonna be kind of rough for me, to be honest. I've got the 9 of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, and the 3 of Pentacles. So lots of growth and pruning. And February is always kind of a bad month, and I don't know why, but it is extra bad this month, I guess. So good luck there. Let me see if I can adjust you a little bit more. There we go. And yeah, I'm sorry if there's a really bad glare, but yeah, so here's to next month. So let me I already kind of wrote down some notes, so we'll be ready for the stamping, and I just wanted to show you the beautiful artwork. So yeah, the stamping and the writing and everything will be coming next. Okay, so I've got my notes over here off to the side, because I don't have enough space to like do the layout and write and all of the things. So I also was briefly interrupted to do a reading for a friend of mine because it's his birthday tomorrow, and he asked, and I went ahead and did one for his love life for the year and pulled the 10 of Swords for him. So that's awesome. Let's see, we have, the first one was the 9 of Pentacles. So let's get there. And I'm going to try to turn you guys a little bit. So let's get Pentacles out. Everything was Pentacles or Swords this time around for me. And I know Pentacles can be positive. They can be negative. I really, personally, I don't care for getting swords in my readings just because that usually represents that there's going to be agonizing type emotional growth as opposed to gently flowing, which you know, at this point I should just be, you know, acclimated to the fact that, I hope that's damp enough. I should just be acclimated to the fact that, oh, do I want to put something hard underneath there? Giggity. That's just kind of the way that things are. That things don't ever really come easy, but alas, I am not. That'll suffice. So I've got the Nine of Pentacles, was the first one, and then I had the swords. Where'd I put you? Oh, duh. Over here. But I realized that I should just accept the fact that, you know, growth does not happen without some growing pains, so to speak. But once in a while, I wish things would just come to me like reading a book, you know, nice and easy. That was kind of a pain in the butt to put on. So I'm going to stick you over here instead. Oh, you're cockeyed. Squint. That's, I can't remember who is it. It's someone I follow on YouTube, and she says that. It's Squint, and it's adorable. She's from somewhere in the UK, and that is probably my favorite way to say cattywampus, or cockeyed, or crooked. We're just going to pop down here. It might not be completely even or completely straight. And I had 2 swords in a row. I had a 5 of Swords and then a 3 of Swords. Actually, that thing actually worked really well for that. I am really just kind of eyeballing it. Swords and then back to Pentacles. But yeah, you know, I picked up reading really easy as a kid. I loved to read. It became super easy. So why can't all lessons in life come that easy? That would make life so much clearer. Instead, it's a pain in the butt and complicated. But at least my love life was not the Ten of Swords. So there's that. I did not do my love life card, for the record. This is just a monthly reading, and what I usually do for monthly readings is I do drawing for each week, and roughly there's exactly 28 days this month, so it might not be calendar 4 weeks, but it is a chronological 4 weeks, and I usually just do 4 weeks regardless. I kind of like round out a little bit. So there is that. I did not get any the Major Arcana, so I can put that up. Oh, there it is. I was like, where's my little thingy? I was using it. Anyway, so his reading was not the best. It wasn't the worst reading, probably. I don't think. But, he got the Death card. And he was... Stop that. There we go. But he was actually pretty okay with some of the advice and stuff that the cards gave. And I'm going to put my stuff up. Sorry for the cluster. Set you over here. It came, the set of stamps did come with a little tiny square block, but I like using the other ones because they have the lines in them, so I can kind of keep it a little bit straighter. So there, what pen do I want to use? Peek in here. I have an assortment, actually. I think I will use this one. So this is a, does it have a name? It's a Jinhao cigar shaped, and I have a coral colored ink in this one. So there's that. So the first one I had was the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, actually, it's not coral. This is my Squatigue ink, is what it's called. The blue one has the coral. So, Nine of Pentacles. I took a brief break real quick to answer some questions and have a discussion about DC heroes versus Marvel heroes. And just a reminder that tarot readings are all completely subjective, which is why a lot of people think that they're like a false science or that they don't actually mean anything, which, fair, like I have no evidence that they're true or anything's actually going to come true, but I do think that is a good way to find focus on things. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing with my tarot readings. That's what I usually do with my readings. So next up we had the Five of Swords. And I'm going to work on that. I will be fast forwarding, like you'll have noticed when I did the Nine of Pentacles. I'll fast forward through the part that I'm writing and then talk in between each. So there's that. Okay, so there is my reading for the month of February. I still need to do tomorrow's to-do list and have a page set up for the 2nd, and then do a weekly for next week. But I think I will do that a little bit later because this is quite long as it is. But I'm actually really happy with how this turned out. So I'm excited to see the pages all filled out and all good to go. This Stalogy paper feels a little bit different than my other ones. I mean, it's still thin. I've never used a half year before, so we will see. And I need to get some clear packing tape so I can add stickers to these. Another quick difference between the Stalogy monthly and this is the cover texture. This is definitely more cardstocky, whereas this has a vinyl sensation to it. But there is that. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let you guys go for now. And I hope you have a good one. Ta-ta!